Welcome to Story Time. It's me, Miss Shalini. Today, I will be reading a new book. A book which is called Tell Me About Festivals of India. The names of the authors are Anurag Mehta and Vinita Ved. My friends Shravya and Kavya have been asking me to read this for a very long time. And since we are celebrating a festival called Raksha Bandhan in India and all over the world, I decided to read this book today. So come, let's read and find out all about Raksha Bandhan.
10 years old Mala rested her chin on her knee and let out a deep sigh. Mala was very anxious today. Tomorrow was the festival of Raksha Bandhan, and she wanted to give a special Rakhi or sacred thread to her brother Om. Sadly, they were so poor that it was impossible to buy the fancy Rakhis displayed in colorful rows all over the bazaars. She looked at the simple silk thread she had bought and let out another sigh. Why are you so sad, Beti? That means daughter, asked her father, who was a laborer at a construction site. Father, it is not fair. I do not have enough money to buy a Rakhi for Bhaiya. Bhaiya is the older brother in Hindi. Tweaking her nose and smiling in an amused way, he sat next to her. They sat for some time. Suddenly, the street light on the pole ahead switched on, dispelling the gloom a little. Mala, tying a Rakhi is not about fancy threads, her father said to her. It is a never-ending bond between a brother and a sister. The thread is a witness of the lasting promise of love between the two. Mala turned to gaze at her father. Her father looked at her and said gently, Do you know the significance of Raksha Bandhan? Mala shook her head and said, No. Her father explained, Nobody knows the origin of the story. But some popular tales say that once Lord Indra was in a war with the demons. The demons seemed to be winning, and that was not good news for the gods. Indra's wife decided to do something about it. She read some scriptures and chanted a holy mantra on a thread. She tied the thread on her husband's wrist, telling him it was a Raksha Sutra or protection thread. Indra went on to win the war and defeat the demons. Really? Mala exclaimed. But father, how do you know all this? My grandmother was an expert storyteller, father said laughing. She also told me that once, long ago, the Queen of Mewar was being threatened by the mighty army of the governor Bahadur Shah. He laid a siege around her kingdom. Well, the Maharani sent a sacred thread or Rakhi to the Mughal Emperor Humayun. On receiving it, Humayun felt he needed to protect his sister. Why? Asked Mala. Such was the strength of the bond created by the thread. Humayun came to the queen's rescue and chased Bahadur Shah's army out. Wow! Mala chuckled. They say that in olden days, wars were so frequent that sisters tied this thread to protect their brothers in battle so that they would come back safe. Mala's mood lifted tremendously. Father, she said, a simple thread can signify a strong bond between brother and sister? Then there is no need for fancy threads. Father tousled her hair and quipped, Come, let's go in. You have to sleep early. Tomorrow is Raksha Bandhan. Over the years, Raksha Bandhan has become a very popular festival in India. It is celebrated as a festival signifying a love bond between a brother and a sister. Raksha Bandhan falls on the full moon day in the month of Shravan, that is, in July or August. The day begins with a bath. The brother sits on a wooden stool. His sister decorates a thali or plate with the sacred thread, tikka made of turmeric and vermilion, and some mithai or sweet delicacy. She ties the thread, praying for her brother's health and prosperity. Her brother, in turn, makes a promise to protect her throughout his life and gives her a gift or some money. Usually, this festival is between real brothers and sisters, but over time, cousins too regard the tying of a sacred thread traditional. In fact, even during India's freedom struggle, many women tied the Raksha Sutra to protect the lives of the freedom fighters. It seems this tradition has been coming down since the Vedic times. On this day, there is a lot of excitement, especially amongst girls who look forward to nice gifts from their brothers. Markets are full of dazzling Rakhis. A variety of sweetmeats grace mithai shop counters. Yummy!
I learned a lot about Raksha Bandhan from that story. I hope you did too. Here's wishing all of you a very happy Raksha Bandhan. Hope all of you get to tie this special string to your loved ones. If you enjoyed reading with me, remember to like and please don't forget to subscribe because I put new stories for you every Monday and every Thursday. So until next time, bye.